crash and
Ooh.
start streaming. Haha! It's the first time we've done this, guys.
Totally the first time we've done this, chat.
Guys, I'm a professional, okay? Very professional.
Oh my gosh.
Full of now.
Epic, bro. Epic.
Standard. Enable Torterra.
Enable Torteras.
Torteras.
We do this again.
Pokemon?
Listen, I wanted to thank you for coming over.
Wanted to thank you for coming over.
Figures you'd notice.
Anyone could tell something's bothering you.
You're the first person to say anything.
What happened?
The police came to see me.
In public?
No, they wanted to be considerate of my privacy.
That's a first.
Hi, Chris.
Hello.
They wanted to talk to me about the other week.
Sorry, my Discord was
About
being
my whereabouts
fucking-
and yours.
Now you're good.
I told them I didn't know anything.
They must have loved that.
Fuck is this computer doing?
Funny.
Oh,
What could you have done?
In your shoes, probably curse them out.
Yeah, I can see that.
Is there anything you want to ask me?
No.
Not even for a favor in return?
No favors lost between friends, I say.
That sounds like a toast.
Haha. Why not? To friends.
I'll raise a glass to that. Aha, first time reading that. We did so well, Logan. Who wants to be young person?
I just realized, Christopher, you missed like the most important part of last stream.
No, I told
know.
I told him, Logan.
no.
Okay.
He's all caught up.
He's cut up. Okay.
No. I
Wait,
Yeah,
what the fuck? You started? What the fuck?
Right.
We
You
told
didn't
you
miss
we-
anything.
You did
You
told
not.
didn't
we
miss
would.
anything.
The only thing you missed was me having to start over because
Yeah,
He
that was
forgot
it.
to go live.
Really it. You didn't miss anything else.
Awesome.
Well,
Chris, you got this.
what? What? What?
Android.
Oh yeah, robot. Vandalism detected.
Holy
What?
shit, it's RoboCop.
Incident logged. Recorded at 8:55 local time. Geopositional data encoded. If I could have all citizens in the area.
Fuck off, Hopper.
Visuals impaired. Facial recognition compromised. Pinging nearby Optimus for corroborating evidence.
Hey, he's lighting up every phone on the block. We need to go now, or what? He'll use his outside door voice, or have us pin down our dental records before you can say we're fucked. So one of you guys other have to pick up those characters now. Morning, Officer Leo. You look different today. You do something new with your uniform?
Good morning to you, too, Morgan Citizen. To
Okay.
answer your question, what?
You are very quiet on my end, and I turned you up on Discord.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
Yeah.
To answer
not-
your question,
not that much quiet, but you are still pretty. But you're good.
okay, cool. To answer your question, no, I have not undergone any recent retrofitting. If you'd like a more detailed record of my maintenance history, you can make a request for.
I've got it. Must be the new coat of paint.
You're referring to the act of vandalization that just took place.
Only the most recent one. Supercop over here has a new dent every time I see him. Scars honorably earned in the line of duty, scanning the street for jaywalkers and loiterers.
Don't worry, man. A report has been filed, and the police are working to resolve the situation.
Civil disobedience at this time of day. What's the world come to?
You're
It's so
just
fucking funny,
stragglers,
Morgan.
man.
It's not like you're killing people.
She has
Real.
put on appearances.
Real.
We're just stragglers, man. There was a period of unrest in the area last night. Unlicensed protesting and demonstrating without a permit.
Fucking need a permit to protest.
Wow.
Freedom of speech, chat. Freedom of speech.
Well,
Freedom of
I
speech.
hope you threw the book at them.
Fucking, of course there's a robot character while I'm fucking eating cantaloupe. Fuck me.
Cantaloupe?
The kennel.
Cantaloupe?
But they can't
Cantaloupe?
marry.
The disturbance was
Ha!
handled. Individual instances of volatility may occur during the next 48 hours as we work to apprehend outside actors.
Thanks for the forecast.
Hold up, chat. We're gonna go down the line.
So, does the bleeding stop on its own?
Androids don't have blood, man. This is just a leakage of oxidizing fluid.
My mistake. So you don't need a bandage, I take it.
The leakage will dry shortly.
With that conversation thoroughly exhausted, I let my mind wander as I wait for the signal to cross. I unfocus my eyes and dull my hearing, sinking beneath the hum of the city street, and fading through the lives bustling around me like so much sea foam.
Sea foam? I see foam and I eat it.
Across the way, a large man with worn hands and ill-fitting belt turns to a gorilla-like hulk of a machine and cuffs his hands in front of his mouth. Yo, someone else got this.
Yo, 61!
The machine halts in its lifting with uncanny precision and turns to him.
We're going on break.
The robot tilts his head to the side.
You can't work the piler without Schwinn's up on the roof, so... I don't know, take a load off, will ya?
Understood, came the over-enunciated reply. The man already walking away tossed a dismissive wave behind him.
Yeah, understood.
A moment after the man turns the corner, the robot attempts to mimic the hand wave to no one in particular. Little kid, like rascals.
Goddamn coppers on every street corner.
At a bus stop, or what used to be a bus stop, now a charging station. A passionate young man's voice. Voices his democratic opinion loud enough for the whole street to hear.
They declare martial law when I wasn't looking.
Small woman beside him trying hard to appear even smaller shifts in her seat.
Well, they're just doing their job. So,
Bots don't have jobs, except the ones they stole from us. Notice how they don't patrol nearly so heavy in Uptown, even on the worst days?
His audience, captive by virtue of sharing the same charging pole as him, shuffles, coughs, and stares even harder at their thoughts. One looks at her knees and pulls at her shirt.
you're kind of embarrassing me right now.
Makes a vague gesture with his hand to indicate he stepped off his soapbox. And the shoulders of everyone around him relax a centimeter.
No.
Was that me?
Nope, that's just
I
someone
couldn't
else.
tell.
No, it's just another woman.
Oh, now that's just a woman with an exhaustion in her eyes, sighed at his hologram floating above her chrome-plated palm, while a rounded, smooth-looking android pushes a carriage behind her. Ellen, walk walk her around the block, get her some air, would you? Apparently this
Sure,
hall
yeah.
can't wait and it's louder than a garbage disposal out here.
Of course, ma'am. I'd be glad to.
Android punctuated his sentence with a with a sound halfway between a whirl and a purr, which, judging by the coos and giggles coming from the child, seemed to have been well received. Robots, holograms, androids, drones, coppers, if you prefer, can't so much as sneeze in the city without a dozen different ads offering you a handkerchief. Let's look at these terms. We have more. Whoops. Search terms. There. Return. Copper. Also,
See you later,
Clanker and
Copper.
Chrome Dome.
Clanker! I'm a clanker.
Blanker.
Star Wars
Blanker.
reference.
I get that reference.
Trigonometry.
Body count. The
Body
hell?
count?
That's new.
You cannot ask someone that.
There's a vocal minority that think they're the downfall of civilization, but for everyone else.
You're too kind, Pam. Thank you for your concern.
It's hard to hate them when they're so eager to lose. Crosswalk's giving me the okay? Keep us safe, yeah?
Have a good day, Morgan citizen.
It's a bright, crisp morning in the city. Lights changing and people moving and clacking harmony, all smooth as clock. Were I in a worse mood, it would be all a bit much. But I went out last
Oh.
night. So I'm feeling pretty refreshed this morning.
She went out.
As I reached
Chat.
the other end of the street, I pivoted lightly and give automated dependence assistant officer
I've been a
3
woman have hobbies.
my best impression of a salute. Thank you for your service. And of course, he creaks out a mirrored response. No sense of sarcasm with the poor bastards. But I didn't come all this way downtown to poke fun at the only happily employed class in human history. No, I came down here to make an important purchase. Today, I'm gonna buy a gun.
Whoa.
Yay, firearms! Yeah!
Yeah.
I love
firearms!
weapons!
Weapons!
Man,
What in the layer cake is this fucking...
No, staff around, but all the lights are on. Should I?
That's a
apply?
Persona reference!
I can't for the life of me actually think of what that store is called right now.
You should just name the song.
Oh, it is actually just called layer cake?
The song is called Layer Cake, yeah.
No, I mean the
store.
store.
I don't remember.
Alright.
Who wants to
Who's-
jump on desk?
Is this like a robotic or is this like a human robotic?
This is a human robot. They're a hologram, but they're programmed to act like a human. Right now, they're in cool person mode.
Stop.
Desk personality setting 6, the cool one.
Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I've probably forgotten more about firearms than you're programmed to remember. I bet you can. I recently acquired a license to carry concealed.
Nice. Are you in law enforcement? Do you shoot for sport?
Business or pleasure? Neither.
May I ask why you're looking to carry concealed, ma'am?
Oh, you know. Assault with a deadly weapon, cruel intent, that kind of thing. Some of my clients live in a very rough neighborhood. Even in the broad daylight, coming down to the lower wards for a house visit can be...
I see. You're a lawyer.
So, I guess you'd say I'm in the market for self-defense.
We have a wide selection of options for self-defense and a variety of sizes and calibers, with spread and PA fire options available. My bad. PA stands for pseudo-automatic. But for concealed, it'd have to at least be small enough to...
This would go a lot faster if I just tell the desk what I want.
No, I want to talk. Let me app.
Be patient.
Yeah, let me app.
But walking in here and asking for a very specific model is gun nut behavior. I'm not trying to stand out. Some of the ones I test fired at the range left my shoulder sore for days. Do you have anything more discreet?
Right, no problem. Electromagnetic pulse models feature minimal kickback with the highest accuracy. One targeted pulse of electricity could disable attackers at medium to short range, non-lethally, and quietly.
Sure, they're punishable, but they also have physical range and even sustained fire won't do shit to any modder with insulation less than a few years old. Glorified tasers, barely suitable as party favors for anxiety-stricken college kids. Well, hopefully not too quiet. I'd want someone to come to my rescue.
Of course. Would you like to take a look at our mag rails?
Bullseye.
We're proud to offer a number of models that utilize the latest in miniaturized ultra-capacity batteries to generate a Lorentz force.
Slings a slug fast enough to mist a limb at over 30 meters. Do I want to see what mist means? Fine.
Miss.
And it's safe?
Of course, ma'am. My bad. 2-factor safeties with GPS and emergency services sync. It won't go off unless you want it to, and someone will definitely come running.
All those convenient safety features make it incredibly easy for the police, or anyone who can do their tool set, to lock you out of your own gun with the flip of a switch. You couldn't walk a piece like that down a single uptown street without passing through 9 or 10 no-fire zones. They're the very worst, most useless kind of weapon a criminal could buy. Sounds perfect. How do we get started? So, in my head, when they're like, oh, I'd want someone to come for my, come running to my help, and we know these guns are silent, my mind goes, it's just the gun goes, gunshot! Gunshot!
Bullet sound! Bullet sound!
Fire!
Bang! 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 Bang!
Bang! Bang! Bang!
Why does it feel like every desk I run into has to be such a character? Mercifully, it's tucked itself away in the fabricators to get the guns out. I've got time to kill, so is there anything worth checking around the shop? So there's a couple things we can do.
Oh, I forgot about this awesome sound.
It's so good.
It's
I
the
will
best
turn
sound.
it down.
Epic sound.
I'll turn it down.
I'll turn it down.
That's as low as I'm going.
That's fair. No, that's a perfectly fine volume.
Read this. Someone left a data pad out here. What's in the news today? Lobo threatens Tetra with ransomware vulgarity. National anti-terrorist commonly Lobo is a hacker. Whoa there! Looks like you're not logged in. Want to take care of that real quick? Lobo again, or someone using their names. Suppose it doesn't matter if they're the original or not, as long as they're genuine. Threat. No one could snare a corporation as rich as Tetra without serious skills. Does seem consistent with Lobo's politics, making millions for.
Oh, I get it.
It's not the first time Lobo
Can't
voiced-
elope. Oh, that's funny.
Dude!
Jesus Christ.
Dude!
Jesus
No
fucking Christ.
no fucking way! No fucking way.
That's stupid.
Actually, no fucking way, Christopher. Oh, I get it. Because they
It's
can't
like 15
they
minutes
can't
ago, what the
elope.
fuck?
Oh. Bro's been thinking about it ever since I said it. Oh my god.
Sorry.
That was so fucking funny.
So good.
Most of the rare earth metals powering all our batteries and fueling our pretty little androids are suddenly made a lot less rare overnight.
In
I
case you
doubt
didn't
they
know.
Good.
will stop taking an interest in those regions politics anytime soon. So yeah.
Logan, are you archipelagoing right now?
No.
Oh, no.
No.
What?
Guys, he's
I
not
think
archipelagoing, he's just playing Balatro.
I'm not
He's just-
archipelagoing. I'm just opening and closing Balatro for no reason.
It's
I
fun.
like Fun to
I hate
open
these
and close
kinds of
it.
screens.
You know.
Gotta look at
It's
them
so
with your nose turned up or else they'll start eye tracking. Next thing you know, they're saying hello on a first name basis. Well, I've got practice with this sort of thing. I can skim the headlines at least. Why the 12/6 work week gives us more free time than ever. I'm 14 and I tried dating a smart UI. It made me the happiest I've ever been. How term limits are anti-democracy. Woof. Transfusion from warm android saved soldier's life. That's one hell of a headline. The Animate 16 wasn't selling well before, I'm sure it is now. Before we go on, this is important. Wrong one. Animate 16. Latest android produced by Noble. We think it's the greatest machine the world has ever seen. With patented soft touch digitation.
Digitation.
Basically, it's the most human android's ever gonna get. It's entirely synthetic, but made to be extremely realistic and synthetic.
Oh, so it's an android, but extremely realistic.
Yes.
Is this the sex bot?
Some of them are.
Is this the one that she was like, ew? In the first chapter or the
Sometimes.
0 chapter?
Sometimes.
Okay. The sex robot chat.
Is there...
Sex robot
Abandoned
chat.
quiche.
Man.
Would it kill you to clean up a
You know what else qualifies as a weapon?
Guess the desk kindly asking customers not to litter can only get you so far if you're not willing to pay someone to sweep off. What? Wait, is this trash? This flyer, it's scannable. Stagnation theory, really? They get a lot of self-proclaimed philosophers in here. The middle class, eaten alive by the rich, they prop up, can no longer afford the very products they help create without mass. Alright. There's another link at the bottom, probably leading to a collection dish. Or a state honeypot if you want to be paranoid. They better burn this shit before some neat freak idiot picks it up and gets arrested. Anything else? Anything at all? Anything. Okay. Time to progress
Anything.
with the story.
No sick.
It's a TV.
There's some kind of news
It's a
program
TV.
playing on the screen.
Oh wait, news. I'm newscaster. I love newscasters.
I don't think there is one.
Damn it!
Because most public places are too scared to put any channel with content
That should
more
get.
political
That should
than
make
the
me sick.
smiling micro apartment flippers. But this is a gun store after all. Power's always political. Wait, how long has it been? Shouldn't take them that long to get my guns properly, but never mind, I lied.
I'm sorry, we've received a breaking news story. We're seeking confirmation and yes, we have it confirmed. Lead programmer at Noble Electronics and famed designer of the Turing solution Dr. David Asher has passed.
What?
Gasp.
Proprietary Vantage automated dependent management system, along with the Animate series of androids.
Must be some kind of corporate propaganda tactic, or no, they wouldn't risk it. Fake news? But why?
Perhaps best known for his breakthroughs in the field of machine learning and language.
Misinformation? Maybe trying to.
Authored many of the developments that allowed for Noble's rapid growth and market dominance.
David. Oh, that's desk.
David Asher is dead? Including the popular Desk series of smart UIs. That kind of fucking sucks, actually.
I didn't fucking ask.
Well, I wasn't fucking talking to you, motherfucker. You created me. I could be sad too, dick.
Comments only.
Understood. Will you be paying with cash or credit?
Debit. The gun was
Credit.
light, lighter than I expected. Real gun should always be heavy, greater than the sum of its parts. That's the one of the things I like about them. They're weight. They're like they're anchoring the world around them. Like they're a fixed point in time. Like everything else is just relative to them, either closer or further to the end. I would have liked something heavier during that walk back to my apartment. I would have liked to have something to feel far away from. I realized I was home until my hand was on the door. What is this? What am I doing? What am I doing? Fumbling in my pocket for my library. Old, polished, tasteful, ergonomic, and fine. And fine and expensive. And a good library. Invisibly. I kept the card, didn't I? Please. I believe this is you, Logan.
You're the only smoker in my life. I know the gold's a bit much for your personal style, but they don't make a lot of these anymore. Believe it or not, the only other people who share your advice and stuff are stuffy old men with bad, expensive taste.
Bad, expensive taste.
Hope you can manage to get some use out of it anyway. Your friend.
David. David Asher. Sense of humor unique. Shampoo expensive.
Expensive shampoo.
Like
David.
street food, crowds, fishing. Just like Sprain Freeze driving Lent. Man.
Man.
This is the most androgynous motherfucker I've ever seen in my life.
Right?
Dude, you are going to see some people this case.
Oh,
Holy
agree, Neon.
shit.
Hello.
Hello.
Aye.
Those might have been
Hello.
informed by now.
I'm actually here instead of passed out on my desk.
Or not.
Yippee! I'm glad.
Yippee.
Stay on standby in case the kid shows up again.
Segments from Noble. Auto-edited montage.
Wait, did I
Right.
miss
They'll
my
feed-
part?
No.
No,
No.
you haven't.
Okay, good.
Reactions to the news from every micro-celebrity under the sun. They're raw, authentic, emotional, brought to you live from all the car seats and baffling ears of the world. But there's nothing about his death, not even a time window. Did he die this morning? Was he found dead in his bed? Has he been dead for days while Noble's been waiting for the right time to let it leak? Or did he die last night while I was out screwing around? A phone call. It better not be work related. I'm not in the right mood. Not Logan or Aiden. Just because the other two are gonna be in there. the
Okay.
trial.
I can. Personality, question mark.
Well, I would rather Logan or Aiden do it.
Oh, you want me?
I thought you said
I thought you
not
said
Logan.
not
I
me
thought
or
you
No,
said
Aiden.
I
not
want it to be
Logan or
Logan
Aiden.
or Aiden because the other ones are going to be in trial, like, a lot. So they're going to have
Good.
more talking.
Hmm.
Oh, Morgan. Hey, thanks for picking up so fast.
She's Jessica Starling, who asked me to call her. Hi, Jess. You want to see a personality?
Dislikes hangovers, soft mattresses.
She's a
Soft mattresses.
She's a stockbroker.
No, she's actually a fucking secretary.
I agree with her with not liking soft mattresses.
Buying and reselling
Why?
shoes
Soft
she
mattresses
likes.
are nice.
I don't know. They just don't feel right.
Listen, I need to.
I've already seen the news.
What? Oh, of course you have. Duh. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I just, with the company and their people and all the. What I mean is, if it were up to me, you would have been the first call I made.
For a decision like that to be up to David's assistant, about 1,000 other noble employees above her on the ladder would have to get axed, but it's alright, Jess. No one ever really knows what to do with these kinds of things.
Still, I'm sorry you had to hear it from a steam Chiron.
What difference does it make how the information gets to me? I could have stumbled upon his corpse myself and I would feel mostly the same. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to call anyway. Give me a second.
It's just so interesting to me because Morgan is genuinely just a psychopath.
For real.
And like, I'm kind of
That's
into it.
crazy.
What?
She's just what?
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 What? Music is pretty nice.
Real.
I have a pork chop. My mother made pork chops. I love
Yum.
my mother. She
Christ,
made
that was my
pork
mom.
chops.
Okay.
Oh, other mother.
Well,
Other
I
mother.
appreciate you taking the time to call
Coraline
me.
reference.
I get that reference.
If I want
That movie
more information,
is very
just
scary.
That movie's good.
Maybe for weeks.
It's
What
good,
to ask
but holy
at a
shit.
time like this? I suppose I'm supposed to express denial first, but she's probably short on time. And I don't feel like following the playbook to the letter right now. Can you tell me what happened?
No!
Hey, the police. I think that he took something.
Suicide? And the police are already involved?
They say it was some kind of poison, or
God. Noble's got a lot of weight to bludgeon the state with, especially in this city. I would think they'd keep the police at arm's length for at least a few days.
listen, Morgan. I need to ask something for you.
Did you have a stroke, Jess?
Are you on crack,
Or
Jess?
whatever you need.
I think I had a little bit of whatever David just had. I think I'm gonna fucking
A
die.
bit much, but she's grieving. This is just how people talk. And it's not like my day was really salvageable anyway.
I'd like to bring you up here to David's place.
What do you mean?
There's something I have to give you.
You're not
Oh.
handling his will already, are you? If the police are involved, it will be a while before.
No, I'm sorry. It's not like that. Before he,
Taking
No,
Naylor.
please don't hold back on my account.
David asked me to get this into your hands. It wasn't work related. But he asked me. I know I'm asking a lot here, but since this turned out to be the last thing he ever asked me to do, I'd like to get it done.
I don't mind showing up at crime scenes more often or more quickly than strictly necessary. And that's when I have to worry. That's only when I only have to worry about the police. With Noble,
You look like you're having a stroke in your thoughts. What's happening?
with Noble looming over all of this, security will be doubled and scrutiny tripled. I will kill you. This is too risky. There's no logical reason to agree to a request. Swing by my place with a cab, yeah. Besides my own morbid curiosity.
Right. Of course. Thanks, Morgan. Thank you. Wait, I almost forgot!
What is it?
You don't happen to have anything you could wear in black, do you?
The auto cab huns a synthesized purr as our on-ramp merges onto a canopy superhighway steadily and suddenly all at once. Not much super about it, but it does cast one hell of a shadow. The canopy always felt very arts and crafts to me. Cobbled together, always added onto, never finished, never planned. It's clearly taken a lot of time and effort to make, but the end result is still ugly. And it feels like it could fall apart at any moment.
You okay, Morgan? You look a little carsick.
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. But if I ignore her text now, she'll just send more later. God, this is her... This is her, like, first boss kind of thing. She's an old lady, but not really old. She's very... Which is a great term to describe her.
Aiden?
Aiden's just all the text messages.
Yeah. All of the text.
No thanks. I don't want to be text message man.
I need someone to voice this lady.
Caitlin.
Caitlin, you haven't done a voice.
Yeah, because I haven't shown up yet, but hey, Freckles!
This is an old lady.
Saw your friend Asher on the news. R.I.P.
Thank you. For trying to be sincere.
Caitlin?
Caitlin?
It cut out, but I read it.
You read it again.
Worth a shot! Ha 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 ha.
We all have our strengths.
Damn, you are one passive-aggressive little girl.
Little bitch.
Little bitch. Why all your...
God, if I know.
Filial, filial piety.
Philia piety, go out the window whenever you talk to me.
Filial piety doesn't work on you. You love yourself too much to appreciate respect.
True, went the train. See, Freckles, you can be very insightful. When you aren't too busy side-eyeing the whole world.
Wonder where I picked that up from.
Not from me, ha ha ha. I'm pretty sure you were born muttering insult under your breath. The nurses tried to make you cry and you responded by giving them self-esteem issues.
Did you ever have dealings with Noble?
10 out of 10 shift in the convo. Subtle as a car crash.
Subtlety doesn't work on you either.
Well, it might. If you were good at it, XD.
This is me asking you for advice.
Okay.
I guess this never sunk in. Because you spent most of your apprenticeship asleep. But my clients were all celebs. The rich and famous. I didn't have that many dealings with the Megs that own their likeliness.
Is it really that different?
Plenty. Celebs don't like people seeing their dirty side. So they pay smart people like me to clean up their messes. But Megs don't like people seeing them at all, period. And also, Megs are a lot more lively when it comes to flaking.
Gross.
Hard workers with a lot of stress to vent, ha ha ha.
Stop. Do you have any actual help to offer?
Truth be told, I did have this one run-in where I got fuck deep into corporate
Why?
because I got caught up, Blake, up the Blake on Annie Life's 45 poster girl.
God damn it.
Hard worker,
Hard worker.
stress to vent, ha 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 ha.
Glad to know I can always reach out to you in my time of need.
That slide, because I know you're in mourning. Look. Corporate types are all a bunch of paranoid drug addicts. Huffing glue and playing roulette on their phones. While fantasizing about stabbing everyone else in the meeting to death. So don't expect them to play nice just because Asher was your pal. My actual advice is, get whatever you're owed. Then get out of there as fast as fuck, boy!
You know, she's
That's a beautiful thought.
using the
Izzy.
tilde.
Patients prefer Viking funerals. A dignified ceremony where the body's sent out to sea on a boat. Then they set everything on fire and sink the ashes to the bottom of the ocean. But not to linger, Freckles. Try not to linger, excuse me. You don't want to be stuck on board when you start knocking their arrows. Arrows? Yeah.
What the hell was that about me sleeping on the job? I work harder in one day than any of you Gen Alpha drunks did all week.
Should've worked smarter, LOL. And if you wouldn't go there, you did literally fall asleep on the job. At the Xmas party.
What is that? What is that? Why do you have that?
She's so
Why do you
panicked.
have that? It's not even accurate.
Work parties are still work, Freckles.
I only had my eyes closed. All because your old farts had your camera's flash on.
Something wrong? You're sweating.
I'm just deleting some spam. We get a profile. Masters. Victoria Masters. Wait, depends on the time of day.
What?
Semi-retired jewelry,
Handsome
24
men, pretty
karat.
women,
Oh,
and
wait.
expensive liquor. That sounds like my kind of lady.
Handsome men, pretty women, and expensive liquor. Damn.
Age, difficult to verify.
That might she might just be me. She might just be me actually.
Just likes flying commercial. Brutish and clingy people.
Age,
Jewelry,
difficult
24
verify.
Jewelry, 24 karat.
Smokes, cigars, Death 13 cigarettes, and other adult stuff.
Adult stuff.
She's so funny.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
She's a bitch.
We've got a couple more minutes of crawling through the canopy's guts before we reach David's part of the city.
David Hasselhoff.
Uptown, or better half. Flaming opera houses and towering corporate apartments. Boutique shops with more cameras than customers. Penthouses stacked upon penthouses in a frantic climb to the top of the rat top. All ringed in by restaurants with large wait times and small serving sizes. The joke is that uptown folks go most of the year without touching street level. Not much of a punchline there. It's basically true. By now, his whole block must be swarmed with cops themselves, surrounded by media and all encircled by onlookers. I could try and enjoy these last few moments of calm, but if the storm's coming either way, I'd rather use this time to try and find my footing. Actually, Jess, if you've got a second, I was curious about... Woo! Remind me, how many years did you and David work together?
Oh. Well, I started with the company about 4 years ago. They offered me a temp contract when I was graduating. I was put in HR right in the middle of a hiring burst, so I spent 2 months in the Warrens. And an aptitude test got me fast-tracked to mid-low management.
Sorry, Warrens?
Oh, that's just what we called the company dorms back then. On the account of, well, all the people.
Ah,
Plus it was underground. Didn't see the sun that first month. My skin got so dry.
Is that normal in your industry?
Normal, yeah, normal to everyone I've ever worked with. Except for David, of course, but I mean, he was the best.
Yeah.
One Tuesday morning, Dr. David Asher walked right up to my desk like I'd won the lotto. Said I should come work for him. Dr. David Asher directly. On a random Tuesday morning, it was like nothing.
He
Like it was
didn't
nothing.
like to do things on Mondays. Said people were always too tired to get anything done anyway.
Yeah, that's right. He did say that. I should know by now, right? 3 years of arranging meetings and keeping him organized and occasionally straightening his tie. He was a good boss.
He was a good guy.
Yeah.
When did you last speak with him?
In person? Thursday afternoon.
The day before yesterday.
He seemed normal. I mean, I didn't.
We still don't really know anything, Jess.
You're right, thanks. Thursday's the last time I saw him. That was when he asked me to meet with you.
I'm guessing you've already been to his place?
Yeah, it's a real mess over there.
It's that bloody?
Oh God, no, not that kind of mess. I just mean with the cops stacked on the media, stacked on the lawyers. Each of them with their own network of drones and all their droning. It's very, it's a very high productivity atmosphere is what I mean.
When were you able to get over there?
Well, I got a call from Legal late last night. They weren't exactly delicate in breaking the news to me.
Last night.
They said they needed my help sorting through all of his. Well, you know how he left things organized sometimes.
He's been dead since last night, and they've kept it under wraps that long. I know there are a lot of powerful people in the circles, but to stop it from leaking for over 12 hours, this seems like more than just your typical powerful people trying to control the narrative. It seems more like they're trying to actively like there's something they're actively trying to suppress. So you found out last night.
Right. Last night. Oh God. I'm so sorry. I should have told you as soon as I found out.
Really? It's alright. Did you see anything?
No. I still haven't seen him at all. He was airlifted to the hospital ASAP, and that's where he passed, so... But well, I didn't get the impression that the cops had been there that long. Not compared to the lawyers. They and the rest of the company people seemed pretty entrenched.
Noble set up camp before the police even arrived. So what time would that have been?
I guess I got there around 9 p.m. Yeah, because at 9:15 they switched my phone to silo mode, and I got locked out of everything but my work stuff. So my last blah at 9:13. See, gonna expire whoever put me in heels this morning. It's me.
They can do that to your phone, lock you out of social media.
Of course not. Well, unless I'm on the clock, or off the clock, but on company property. Then they could remote all my tech, yeah.
How convenient.
So if I got in at 9 p.m., I guess the rest of the company people had been there since 8:30 p.m. I hadn't been there more than a few minutes before the mood changed. Word at the hospital declaring him dead had started to leak.
I see. He died after reaching the hospital. That's unexpected. It's 2086. You might be in trouble if you get stuck in bureaucratic purgatory when you need to be in the emergency room. But other than that, if you reach the hospital
Purgatory.
alive, a good doctor can stabilize most any patient within a few moments. And Noble Electronics' lead programmer would have a very good doctor. So what the hell happened? Is she mistaken? Was he just not officially declared dead until reaching the hospital for some reason, or...
I want to get the next one.
Hard to think about, I
I'll
know.
swap it over.
Yeah, or hard to believe. Jess, I have to wonder, what kind of request did David make of you that couldn't wait a few days?
Right, of course. He asked me to give you something.
Something? Is she trying to build suspense?
Right, it's just,
Yes.
well, I don't know exactly what it is.
You have no idea.
He asked me to give you the contents of his safe.
Are we headed to the bank then?
No, see, he had this private safe in his basement. Maybe you've
That's
seen it?
sketch.
Well, I say safe, but it might have been more accurate to call it a storage locker, or maybe a false wall.
And all he told you was that he wanted me to have what's inside.
Right. He was very clear about that part. Your eyes only, straight into your hands. Handle it in person, he said.
Strange. This is all pretty analog for someone as technically gifted as David. Coming from anyone else, I'd call it paranoid. But David was never paranoid, even when he had every right to be. If he wanted this handled a certain way, it must be for a good reason. I saw that headline, by the way, the one where your warm android saved the soldier's life.
Oh yeah. Pretty feel good, don't you think?
So, folks at the company must be in high spirits lately, I take it.
That's what I thought when I first heard about it, but I don't know. Maybe upper management's never happy
That's true.
because they're still just riding sales harder than ever, pushing the traditional consumer markets. I thought they'd start building a pitch for Congress the day the story dropped. Big patriotic campaign telling everyone why we need to need a contract for warm androids in the military. I still haven't, but I haven't heard about them moving stuff around for anything like that. Maybe it's all about my pay grade.
All the corporate power and money in the world. And they're
She
still
tired?
such joyless assholes that won't
She
even celebrate
tired?
their victims. So, David asked you to do this on Thursday, correct?
Yeah, Thursday.
And he passed last night, Friday?
Yeah? Wait, you don't think that when we met, he had already decided?
It's not healthy to speculate on that sort of thing. More importantly, it's not helpful. The dead don't have anything to offer the living. I should know.
You're probably right. Besides, we need to focus.
Hmm?
Judging by the size of this crowd I'm looking at, it looks like we're about to jump into the thick of it.
Into the thick of it.
I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows.
No.
Yes.
Ugh. Ugh.
And I thought there were a lot of police here before. Maybe I'd like to ask, but you're not bad with crowds, are you, Morgan?
She's kidding, right? It's downright airy in here compared to what we just waded through. Wide eyes and clenching fists, heads peeking over shoulders and around signs. Police, both mechanical and warm-blooded, closing rank with holograms and quick-set wires to draw while protesters, mourners, fanatics, and busybodies shuffle about at the edges of the police line, the heat of the panicked anxiety washing over. Who the hell were all those people?
Well, there have always been people with strong feelings about our product.
Androids step forward into the mob, gently, firmly, unfeelingly parting the human tide. Most of them with official police branding, but a few remotely deputized consumer models emerge from the crowd to join them. All of them built by Noble. All of them built from David's code. All of them standing vigil outside his tomb. This is all technically company property, isn't it?
Yep. Even at the penthouse also himself. But every other floor's tenants are Noble employees too.
Not an uncommon arrangement in Uptown. Work at Noble, rent from Noble. Wave hello to your Noble neighbors in the morning and make sure to request a spot in line at the official company crematorium. They don't actually do that last part, I think. Does Noble handle employee funerary arrangements?
Yeah, it's pretty standard benefit. Actually, it's cheap for them compared to dental. But Noble's always been generous with benefits. Work hard and the company will set you for life. We'll have you set for life.
And after...
Wow.
Remember, she's a woman. She can't
Yeah, she
feel
should-
Morgan do that.
Yeah, I know.
Security,
I didn't know about it.
control, PR, and liability. Everybody just glad to be working. I'm feeling a little overstimulated. Any chance we can just skip all these checkpoints?
No, absolutely not.
So, do we need permission from the cops or the company?
My request went through, so we should have to go the go-ahead from both at this point. We won't need to go near the actual, is it called still called a crime scene? If it's not technically a crime?
I don't want to think about how many suits Noble's paying to debate that question right this very instant. David's vault is in the penthouse's basement, but we can't get to it from these ground floor elevators. We'll have to ride straight up to the rooftop veranda, walk in his front door, and then head down. If Jess said we can do all that without stumbling across where he died, then
Okay. So if we just flash my ID card at any problem that comes up,
including him.
It's this guy
Riley.
again.
really?
Oh shit, I was scrolling Twitter, my bad.
Bro!
It's this guy again.
Southern. I made him Southern. Hey ladies, look, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we're at capacity at the moment. Let anyone else buy and we won't be able to maintain. Huh? You're that lawyer, the Morgan.
You caught me, detective. How long has it been?
Feels like it's been ages.
Oh dear, not still bitter about our last encounter, I hope.
I'll live.
I don't see
Not so sure about my.
I don't see the spunky one around. Should take a moment to help David preserve that unflappable charm.
Detective Reyes is around. Why? You miss her that bad?
I've had blind hippers that were born hearing.
You two know each other?
Jess Starling, meet homicide detective Kasim London. Do it.
Kasim.
Anything more?
Bad at remembering birthdays? Real!
Real.
Oh, you're not coming up with the nicknames. Catch
Real!
your dog, both, real. Real.
Real! This guy's
Catch
real!
your dogs, both, real.
Like
This
fall
dude's
colors,
real.
morning air, dimples. Real! This guy's real!
Real.
Dislikes touchscreens, real.
Okay, the white rum part was kind of not real though. He said he dislikes white rum and that's just not true. It's a pleasure, miss.
Oh, likewise.
As you might have guessed, the detective and I are acquainted. Comes with the line of work.
Morgan's being modest, sweetheart. We're practically blood.
Oh, wow, me, sweetheart?
Something wrong.
Oh god.
Uh-huh. No, nothing wrong.
But close as we are, I still can't just let her walk in off the street and onto the scene of an ongoing investigation. Even Noble's lawyers have to play by the rules today.
Play by the rules, so there is a game afoot. What makes you assume I'm here in a professional capacity?
You're a criminal defense attorney and we're at a crime scene. Call it an old man's intuition.
Good detectives don't rely on intuition, though, do they? They rely on evidence.
Well, I don't rely on it, don't worry. I just need to lean on it every now and then when my back acts up.
Oh, cool.
Just has a crush.
Guy gets a bit of gray in his hair and thinks it's a free pass to act like a goddamn cowboy.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So I'm afraid your intuition is off this morning, detective. I'm here on a private matter.
The deceased was in your client.
No, that would have been a conflict of interest.
Conflict of... You two knew each other? I see.
Why is he so surprised?
In that case, allow me to give you my condolences.
Because David Asher is basically a goddamn, like, god at this point. And
He's
that's
essentially like
Negan.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
He's
Ew.
like
Actually
Elon.
good. An
So he's
actual
evil.
good Elon Musk.
Okay.
Huh?
Elongated muskrat.
But what I could really use is a bit of your help.
You sure rally fast.
Jess?
Right. We have clearance here, detective sir, from legal, which allows us.
That's alright, little lady. I trust you. You can leave the paperwork holstered for now.
Little lady.
We aren't here for David, really. We won't be setting foot anywhere near the staging area, detective.
Alright, why not?
How generous.
I can afford to be generous today. Because if I screw up,
He gestures towards the lobby full of suits and cops.
plenty of folks at hand ready to pick up the slack. Sorry, it's been a late night.
Well, if you're that at ease, perhaps I can take this time to ask you a few questions.
Hey, you can always ask, Tiger. But I think you understand what I mean when I say whether or not I can answer is... What?
Not entirely up to me.
Noble.
Noble.
Halo Reach?
Halo Reach?
Yeah, Noble.
Oh, I get you.
You're looking a bit haggard. How long have you been here anyway?
Since this morning. But civilized folk don't call it morning when the street lights are still on.
Even if you got here around 1 or 2 in the morning, that still means homicide wasn't brought in until hours after Noble had the lay of the land. Sounds like you could use a break.
I could use a retirement package. I'm too old for the... Hey, you're a
Too
lawyer, right?
old for this shit.
According to all my business cards,
Think I can sue for elder abuse?
not that kind of lawyer, sorry.
Damn.
You would lose though.
I already regret asking.
Why they've got a homicide detective losing sleep over this anyway.
A man is dead, and he wasn't killed by fire, a vehicle, organized criminals, or disinformation.
As far as we know.
So at the moment, pardon me, homicide's technically not the worst fit. But we're leading in name only. A high-profile death like this, everyone's got an eye on us. And a hand placed firmly on the back of our neck.
I've been checking my phone, but the only thing that the news seems to agree on is that David passed away.
Sorry, but if you're asking for details, I just keep fucking yawning. I'm tired.
For not letting them make this into a parade yet. We
We
do
did our best to respect the... Hey, this is my line, woman. We do our best to respect the privacy of anyone involved with an ongoing investigation.
He declined to say victim. Detective, Dr. Asher was a close friend of mine for many years.
Little lady
Yeah,
speechless.
she trusted
at the
Morgan
sight
more
of me.
than anyone.
Right.
Can you tell me if he killed himself?
It looks like that's the case.
I see. Thank you for telling me that.
Dr. Ash?
Yeah, you're, well... Sorry.
Another round of guarded words. David was an important man, and it has only been a few hours. But all this tiptoeing gives me the feeling that whatever happened to David wasn't cut and dry. Recuperating. You boys of Noble all getting along with each other? Sharing your toys?
Some of the younger ones are bristling, but I always play well with others, counselor.
And how well do the Megs play with you? They give you full access to the building security?
They've given us access, and they say it's full. Some big
Penumbra.
Penumbra system. Sorry, I had to think about that one. System on top of the line coverage, top to bottom of the building. The size of the data stream's torrential. It'll be a while before we can start making sense of it all.
A more conspiratorial man might think this was intentional.
Bury us in data and hope we're too swamped to find whatever they're trying to hide? Maybe.
Wait, they gave you full access to the Penumbra? But that means every android in the building is feeding you their full spectrum?
You know your stuff.
From-
The Penumbra pulls data from all any androids connected to a building's net. That's not much help since
There weren't any androids in the penthouse.
Right.
You know, I heard the rumors. Never put much stock in them, but it's true. Asher really never owned a single android?
Never?
Well, I suppose I might do the same. If I was the genius who programmed them all, every time they opened their mouths, it'd just be...
His own lip service refracted 1,000 times over, echoing back at him from behind a mask he carved.
So that means all you'll have to investigate are the penthouse's security cameras?
Yeah, but that should be more than enough to wrap up a case like this. In a good way, I mean. We're very much on top of this, ladies.
Meg. Meg is a derogatory term referred to so-called mega corporations or anyone who works for them. That's going to be important. That's going to come up a lot.
Meg.
Yes.
Megas.
David was one of the biggest names in tech. He was the face of Noble Electronics.
Uh-huh.
One could argue androids are only as common as they are today because of his contributions to the field.
Some people felt that way, sure.
So do you think anyone would want to hurt him because of that?
Remind me, which one of us is a detective again?
You really won't let me pick your brain.
You already know the answer. Yes. Ads are controversial. Androids especially.
But we at Noble are aware that our products are sometimes the subject of heated debate, but
No need to quote the handbook at us, miss. Truth be told, I've never really understood the hate.
It's not that complicated.
I'm a Democrat after all, I'm pretty
People
understanding.
have lost a job to an ad at least once in their career.
Every last one of them lost their jobs because their bosses, their flesh and blood bosses, fired them. Nah, ads are just a symptom. Scratch that. Ads are just a product. Getting mad at them is pointless. Vandalizing them is less than pointless, because unlike us, they're all insured.
and besides, Android production has surged over the last decade to become one of the nation's biggest exports.
True. Nice to have at least one thing we can make of this, and if I missed the rest of that line, I'm
In
gonna be
this
so for real.
country,
That's right. Noble only outsources the production of a small handful of external components. Every other part of the manufacturing process is proudly done right here at home.
I somehow doubt everyone considers the specifics of Noble's supply chain to be a point of national pride. But you don't need a political science degree to see how much the state values Noble's contributions to the national economy.
Alright, now listen, I don't mind being helpful, and I am trying to be sensitive here. But we really do have a lot on our hands at the moment. So I'm gonna have to ask you to be discreet, and ideally fast.
Oh, our business is just in the basement, David's basement.
But the penthouse is on the top floor, the roof, so its basement would be...
Second to last floor if you want to be technical detective. The point is,
But we don't need to go into the kitchen or the parlor. We'll just go straight to his workshop and head downstairs.
The kitchen and the parlor.
I understand. But all the same, I'd like to escort you two ladies there myself.
Wow, an escort like royalty. Isn't he a gentleman?
Huh? Yes, he's...
Lead the way, detective. True to his word, London ushered us past the chattering suits and humming drones through the checkpoints and into the elevator. As it climbed into the sky, we got a good look at the growing throng of people gathered outside. And its shifting makeup. Seems like it's mostly protesters now, or worse, brand loyalists. Idiots led around by the nose, their whole life following the musk of whatever trend is laid out before them each morning. Today's trail, having led them here for half reasons they couldn't put into words even if their lives depended on it. They're like insects. And they look
We get
like
a
them
reel in chat.
here.
Real.
They're probably already
Real.
doing their spin. The misunderstood genius of Dr. David Asher. A video essay by
Dr. David Hasselhoff.
why the company insists on cultivating such a following for him, I never understood. They could have easily pinned his achievements on someone more marketable, some random photogenic employee or a fashion model with glasses. David wouldn't have minded. He never wanted the attention, the chaos. Maybe it's as simple as bad luck. He just happened to have the right look for the part. A man buried in his work, with his eyes fixated ahead.
This is what? His laboratory?
His
Laboratory?
shop, we called it. He called it.
His laboratory.
How down to earth.
It's messy in here. David was always disorganized. Why a programmer needed to make such a mess just to run tests on computers, I'll never. But sloppy as he could be, he didn't like it when other people saw it. If he was leaving things like this, he must not have entertained any guests down here in some time. Thanks for all your help, Detective London.
Don't mention it. What, you want me to step out?
We won't take long.
Not lacking for boldness, are you? Look, I have to take a phone call.
We'll be in and out as soon as possible. Promise. And whatever Dr. Ash wanted...
Wanted set aside for his foundation, we'll be sure to flag it.
Right. Only she's already wearing gloves.
If we find a dead body, you'll be our first call.
Morgan, what was all that stuff about his foundation? Dr. Ash's charity has always been managed by an outside group.
You haven't spent a long time around crime scenes, have you?
Actually, this is my first.
Well, generally speaking, it's not really common to retrieve things from the premise while the cops are still searching.
Oh. Oh!
Look, if David has something to give me, we can go get it. You just can't make a ton of noise about it, understand?
Of course.
Great. After you.
Right. Quiet as a church mouse. Church house.
The phrase is quite as a church mouse, but...
In fact, you could tell that I said that, because I thought it was that. Got myself. I'm okay. I'm okay.
But now doesn't seem like the time to correct her. David's shops was a mess, but the mess felt familiar. Was very David. Coming down here, I barely recognized the place. For starters, there's a goddamn gym. David hated exercise, always claimed he didn't have the time for it. Even when I got him that treadmill and the subscription for the personal coaching program with scheduling subroutine, he said he couldn't find the time. And then even when I explained to him that the program accounted for that and adapted to a schedule, he still...
Morgan, what's up?
Hmm?
You're smiling. What's so funny?
Nothing. Just surprised to see the place renovated.
Yeah, he actually had me on mail tag with a couple contractors a while back. Never thought I'd have to learn so much about concrete and wiring and marble. Do you know marble needs to be treated? Indoor air will start to corrode it.
I didn't know that. Is that true?
Wait, is it not? But our guy told me that without an epoxy finish, the entire bar table could.
Is that the vault over here then?
Yeah. Stands out, I guess. Haha.
Nervous?
What's that? Oh, a little, I guess. But the inhaler helps mostly, so
Aren't you gonna open it?
open it? Don't you know the combination?
No, I do not know the combination to David's basement vault.
Oh. Oh! Oh no, how could I have... He didn't tell you, or give you a code?
He gave me the code to get into the building and the parking garage. Not the code to get whatever this is. Okay. You know, there were a lot of scattered papers back in the shop. Could he have left you a note on one of them?
Yes, he could have. He would have. In fact, I think he probably did. You just stay right here, Morgan. I'll have this settled in just a sec.
Sounds good. Right then. Wait, well, it's definitely locked. Looks like a Tethys basic secure anti-hack, anti-digital high-rate code panel. Nothing basic about it, but at least I can see the password is limited to 6 characters. Only 1 million possible combinations.
Fire.
Screw that. Forget it. There's a different terminal over here. Cadre Security Systems. According to the label, maybe it controls the entire room. Damn, it's password protected too. And the code's 64 digits long? What's the point of a
Bro.
security system that's harder to crack than your literal vault, you egg-headed? Okay, yeah, a programmer probably would care more about his IoT than whatever he can fit in a safety deposit box. Guess it's the 6-digit vault or nothing. But I'm a lawyer, not a lockpick. And whatever other felonies I get up to in my private time, I've never pulled off a bank heist before. Only tool I've got here is my head. So what do I know? I know whatever David put in the safe, he wanted it to keep it secure. And I also know that he wanted me to have it. So maybe he thought ahead. Maybe he guarded it in such a way that I would be the only one who could get to it. David liked games, and he really liked beating me. So he's left one last puzzle for me. I don't mind going another round.
Womp womp.
This must be a spare liquor cabinet. Damn, there's a lot of good stuff in here, and a lot on bottom shelves. Kind of bargain bin vodka and nose burner whiskey that only an undergrad programmer could block. Just all just sweet like that. Overpowering. 1 part per million can cover up even the cheapest aftertaste. David's wine collection is still towering over the room. Don't know why he had so many bottles. He didn't even particularly like the stuff. Maybe just to fill Some of them don't have dust on them at all. There's a mechanism for retrieving bottles off the rack. The latest bottle chosen was a Murdicomp 81. Could be significant. Except vintages only list the day they were bottled, not the month or day. Not enough data for the code. Car.
It's really freaking cold in my basement, chat.
Car.
Car? Car!
The car.
Check the car.
I can't check the car.
Car.
Kill myself. No.
Whoa.
Whoa, who said that?
Whoa.
Making a set of resistant training equipment, and these weights, they're all set near the max. If Noble hadn't appointed him a nutritionist along with his stylist, David would be downright scrawny. There's no way he was putting up these numbers. In which case, the digits on the weights could be a clue. There's too many, and I can't guess the order. So what the hell, Asher? Did you just set all the weights to max because it looked more neat?
I'm gonna go use the restroom.
Yes. I'm going to keep the rest in check. The flooring is a new addition. Looks rough like Syncreator, but it's bouncy, rubberized. Feels like something you drag your feet on at the gym or on a factory floor. It's more high performance than high class. Expensive, but not in the way you'd expect for a penthouse. Well, scratch that. It's actually cracked here. Rubber doesn't break. It bends, that's the thing. So someone must have cheapened out during the installation and left a defect in. Or David left a jackhammer on overnight. It's a very big painting, and it's impressionist? No. Cubicle. Cubist is still incorrect. Yeah, cubicle. That sounds right. It is not. Whatever
It's still
style, I
incorrect.
do remember that David liked this painting. There was a date on it. It could be it could be a 6-digit password, but I don't see one anywhere. Maybe signing your work was considered gauche among the cubicleists? Right, I've searched the whole room now. Time to make a break. God, I did search the room, but I should know the code.
All sixes. Double numbers.
God, it's some type of number. I'll just guess. No dice. I feel like there's at least one hint that I came across. Better try again.
Hello, back.
I know where I got the where you get the code from. I don't know.
How you missed it?
Oh, 11:25:58.
Oh, it's in the phone.
It's in my iPhone.
It's in my iPhone.
11:25:58. The date the painting was signed. Password
Mm.
is and isn't left in plain sight. Nice one.
Hey, Morgan, What? How'd you get it to open? What is that?
I turned back around just in time to see a door finish swinging open with mechanical grace, revealing
A body!
a girl with a barcode and
The Aegis!
temple required by law to be plainly visible. It's an android, clearly marked as such, and yet, even standing this close, I could swear it's
Snoring?
Step forward and place the back of my wrist on the android's brow. 1.
It must be a prototype for the Animate 16. Maybe a prototype for the 17 or 18?
A biomechanical android with real human flesh.
I'm sorry, biomechanical, yes, but it's organic flesh, not human. They're grown from lax Gemini cultures, but the
Sorry, I misspoke.
right, understandable since
You seem surprised, Jess. Hasn't Noble been working on warm androids?
Oh, warm androids. That was the term.
Now,
Warm androids.
warm androids like this one. I mean, we have. Sorry, it's just that this particular model is very it's very cutting edge.
the leading edge, judging by the flush in those cheeks. I think it's safe to say we found what we're looking for.
I think so too.
That presents a problem, though.
Oh, do you not approve?
I've got nothing against androids. My concern is a bit more immediate and, well, practical.
Practical?
I don't know how to turn it on.
She's fucking dying. You see a switch or something?
Do you?
Should we turn it around or?
I poked the android's ribs. A little less give than I expected, given its frame, but the rigidity is remarkably lifelike. Place my hand on the shoulder and give it a shake, but it doesn't budge. This thing has to weigh more than a...
Right. Androids mostly transport themselves, so people are always surprised to find out they're a bit heavier than they look.
A bit? I'm surprised this whole room isn't slanted. There's no way in hell we're moving this thing without waking up. You know how they were like, oh, we have to be like kind of stealthy about it. What's they're gonna think when they walk out with another fucking person?
When they
An
walk
android,
with
yeah.
another person. Real.
Crap. First of all, now this.
I was able to guess the combinations just by poking around. Compared to that, finding this hunk of junk's power switch should be child's play. And now I think I know where to start. Jess, I'm gonna step back into the lab for a moment, alright?
Huh? Oh, sure. I'll, there's gotta be a manual around here.
Good idea. It might be some kind of prototype, but it's still got a barcode. Maybe you can scan its GIN number and find something in the company file. GIN number. Genetic Identification Number.
Yeah, of course. All generic ID numbers should be paired with industry standard files on maintenance, tracking power supplies.
I somehow doubt that the enigmatic
Enigmatic.
android taking a cat nap in a sarcophagus in David Asher's basement will have a user manual. But it can't hurt for her to try, and I'm gonna go get my meds and get some water.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
broke a heel. But I'm okay. I carry glue.
Water.
I'd rather search the lab by myself. God damn, my throat hurts.
I'm gonna go grab water.
Imagine not having water on standby immediately.
Glue yourself.
I have
Hey,
water.
don't say that to me. You know my condition.
I even filled my water.
I got my big old jug. Y'all know my jug.
I did have water. I was just on the other side of the room.
Y'all know my jug.
What?
Y'all know my big jug that I,
I
have
don't.
with water?
You got the chug jug?
Yeah, the chug jug. Wanna hear this shit? I'm turning my gain all the way up, and I'm gonna chug jug. Chug jug time. First of all, check this. Did that come across on mic?
No.
Damn,
No.
okay, I was tapping the rim
Noise
a bit.
suppressant off.
So I turn noise suppression off? Okay. Okay. Where the fuck is that?
That's how we hear
There it is.
stuff.
Noise suppression off. Alright. Alright. See.
Okay, yeah, we heard that.
3, 2,
Heard
1.
it. Oh god.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now chug jug time.
Chug it over there.
I was chugging.
Bro's chugging.
Oh, holy shit.
He's still going.
Oh my god, that's so much water. Oh my god.
Holy shit, bro. You're gonna get a stomach ache.
That's so much fucking water.
He's gonna get a tummy ache,
Chug,
guys.
chug, chug, chug,
Alright.
chug, chug,
Noise
chug.
suppressor going the fuck back off. Yeah, I mean back on.
Chug.
Going back to normal.
Oh my god.
I want to hear that back on the stream. Hold up.
Amazing.
Wild.
Crazy. He's gonna have a tummy ache now, guys.
Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in
No.
a room.
No. You will be banished.
Send him
Yup.
to the infant penitentiary.
Yup. Yup.
Why can't I hear anything on my second monitor?
He crazy? That's where he got.
That's literally what the VC is for.
That's yeah.
Why can't I
You
hear
say-
anything on my second monitor?
Say that you
What
get
the fuck?
banished.
Don't move him back.
Did he leave?
Yes.
Yes.
Bruh.
God damn it.
I feel like you've known him long enough to know that was gonna happen. I predicted that was gonna happen. Which is why I'm like, why'd you put him back?
I'm hearing this back on the I'm hearing this back on the stream. This shit's hilarious.
Chug. That was wild, bro.
Fuck. Ow. Ow. Chat room.
You have a tummy ache now.
Mom, I blew up.
Mom, I threw up. I threw up water.
Mom, I blew up.
Mom,
Actually,
I threw
wait.
up.
This might be a huge idea. Just maybe turning the gain down and making noise suppression off. Yeah. I think that might be better actually. Having gain down, noise suppression off. Is that the play, chat?
Is that the play?
Because
Is it the play?
then maybe I'll actually be able to, you know, scream, and people, hear me.
Scream.
Yeah, you know how much I like my screaming bits.
Real. You so right.
Dude.
Bruh. Okay. Chat. How do we feel about Will Wood?
Who?
How do you feel about Will Wood, the artist, the
Who?
musician?
Who?
Never mind.
I think you know our answer.
Mind
I
then,
think
I
you know our
guess.
answer. If that's...
Fuck me, I guess.
It's not fuck you. I don't know who the fuck that is, man. What do you want me to say? What the fuck? How do I feel about Will Wood? I don't know who the fuck he is.
I'm just here, chat.
What the fuck do you want from me? Christ.
I'm just here.
I'm just Ken.
I'm Knuff.
Hey, I'm Knuff.
I'm gonna be right back. Chat.
Plot twist, he will not be back.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh,
Someone's laughing.
that's Kenny laughing.
Hey
Hello.
Kenny. Hi Kenny. Hi Kenny. Hi Kenny. You can't see it, but I'm waving at you very fast.
Riley says he's waving at you very fast.
He's the best.
Christopher says he loves you.
It's true, because he's the best.
He said
Cody.
good. He said good night, children.
Alright, good night, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
I love my dad.
I love that.
Wait a
Kenny,
second.
what?
Are Kenny and Caitlin canonically your parents now?
Oh my god.
We might need to make Caitlin and Kenny our parents.
You're your parents in lore.
My parents.
Because you and Jonathan are my parents.
Yeah, so Caitlin, that would make you grandma. You're Gam Gam.
I'm Gammy.
You're Gammy. You're Gammy.
Sorry, my dog was an ass. He kept growling at me until I let him out, and then he wouldn't come fucking back inside.
I love Boone.
He's an
Boone
ass.
Boone and I did the little dancey dance today.
Mm-hmm.
Where he like
It goes between your legs.
yeah. The stomps. There's that one TikTok guy whose dog does the stomps.
Stomp.
We did that today. Anyway.
Now then.
No.
Wait,
Okay.
never mind. We're going. Okay.
No.
No.
And I wanted to make sure that only one person
For-
would be able to... Yeah?
For reference, chat, Riley opened Farmerge Valley on Discord.
No, I didn't.
He wanted a
Myself and Logan were
farm.
saying no.
No. Not true.
Anyway, video game.
Anyway, video game.
Video
I
game.
wanted to make sure that the only person would be... that only one person would be able to walk out of the picture. How would I set that up? Team 1,
We're jamming.
We are
Labels aren't
jamming.
typical for a genius, but a nightmare for anyone trying to pick up after him. A lot
Not
more
excited for
hard
tomorrow.
science than expected. Your centrifuges, glass, microscopes. Don't programmers do all the work with a keyboard? Ice cream.
I love ice
What?
cream.
Ice cream!
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
I'm eating.
Oh,
ice
you said
cream.
ice cream.
I'm
I
eating-
heard I just creamed, and I got very confused.
Chat, I can make a funny sound. Do you guys hear this sound?
Anyway, we're ignoring that.
Do you guys hear that when I do
No,
that?
cream is too
No.
loud.
You don't hear that?
No.
Looks like a fairly normal computer. If I'm lucky, the security
Fairly normal.
as well.
Boot up complete. User name.
Local commands. David Asher. Morgan. Guest.
Thank you for logging in as a guest.
It didn't recognize my voice. So I can probably rule out. So I can probably rule out the vocal command and keep away from Android.
Do you have
Correct.
a question?
Search files for more.
23 results on the local drive.
If I don't recognize this file type, some kind of personal format. Date of birth, education, occupation, blood type, height, and weight. Alright, buddy. A little invasive there, don't you think? DNA and fingerprints. Now, why do you have that data? My DNA is in any database. Fuck. I've made sure of that. So he couldn't have bought this anywhere. He must have collected it himself from a wine glass. Or the like. Would have been easy to do. But why do it? Glow.
I have a little buddy.
Glow.
Got a buddy.
I have a little guy.
Globe. Globe.
Globe.
I have a mocha.
Diagrams of human anatomy.
Cat.
These are highlighted.
Where's the
Car.
penis?
The most developed part of the human body, good for making stone axes and standing animals. Robots and friends can do just fine with claws and imitations. Androids are expected to look the part and move like them too. Getting the hands right must be a big priority at the moment. The tree-like shape on the legs is wrong. If the sum is greater than a certain threshold, the neuron fires, a 0 becomes a 1, and all the other zeros around it take that into consideration. Repeat that a couple billion times a second, and you've got yourself a human brain. A computer powerful enough to simulate all of reality. That's the analogy I read in the magazine. I've seen one since college, but this must be a 3D printer. That sort feels expensive. Other printers look like soda fountains without Alright, I'm starting to get a pretty clear picture of what it'll take to turn on this android. I don't know
Really?
the what, for the where, and how. I'll just have to manage. still just a piece of machinery. If it won't, if it really won't turn on, I can always start hitting it.
Well,
Just slap her.
LOL. Just slap it.
Slap her awake.
Morgan, there you are. I've looked in every registry I could find in every database, but I don't think this android is in the system.
It was a long shot. Don't beat yourself up over it.
Yeah, yes, but an android without proper identification is...
It's only buying and selling an android without proper identification that's illegal. And it doesn't seem that he ordered this online.
I guess you're right, huh?
We'll have it registered soon enough anyway. I think I figured out what we need to do here.
Oh?
If David wanted me to have this, he would have left some way for me to turn it on.
What are you thinking?
David had my fingerprints and DNA on file. By requiring both, he could be reasonably sure that no one was powering up this android without my approval.
Does the ring at least, like, glow green every time I do that?
My mom keeps asking me the same goddamn 4 questions.
What?
You've done a swab before, haven't you?
Every month for the company. Apparently they're rebuilding a database on employee epigenetics cross-referenced with... Oh, so you're gonna...
My DNA and fingerprints make the key. Now, where to find the lock? Where do you
Boob!
guys think
Boob!
the lock
Boobs!
is?
The boobs! The boobs! The chest! The boobs!
Any other guests?
The
Hand.
boobs!
The hand.
The boobs!
Wrong
You kiss
lips.
the robot. Like you have to kiss the
Oh,
robot.
that's the worst option.
The lips are one of the
I
most
thought we were gonna
body.
boop her.
Not the worst place to make a scan, even if it's gross placing my finger there.
Oh, that's... Still not doing it, huh?
Come on, do I really need to push my finger deeper, jiggle the key?
Oh man, you went right in there. Are you touching the tongue?
It's blinking at me.
Who voiced her?
This is
You.
This is Caitlin.
Oh,
Caitlin. This is Caitlin.
good mommin'.
Oh, that's right, because you made her really cute. I remember now.
Good morning to you too.
You're cute?
Hello. I've never seen you two before.
I guess we should introduce ourselves then.
Hi.
This is Jessica Starling. She works for David Asher. I'm Morgan, a friend of his. Got all that?
I understand. She is Jessica Starling, and you are Morgan. Last name unknown.
No, Morgan is my last.
Father told me about
Lord!
you.
Ah, you did? Wait. Father?
David, you had it call you daddy?
I am referring to Dr. David Asher. Are you confused?
That is not the word I'd use. I'd throw a bone beyond the grave for the good doctor just to move this along. Did David say that he was giving you to me, transferring ownership?
Ownership? That is correct.
And what else did...
Mostly correct.
Right. And what else did he tell you?
Many things. Can you specify?
I thought conversation was the first thing David figured out how to program.
Did Dr. Asher tell you anything he wanted you to convey to Morgan? A message you were supposed to pass on?
Yes.
Just, I think it's trying to.
Oh, okay. Sure. I'll give you two. Or, well, I'll give you some privacy, Morgan. I've actually got about 14 messages in the last 2 minutes, so I'll just head back up to the lab and take some calls, okay?
Takes a hit of that shit and is ready to go.
I love her. She's adorable.
Yes, thank you, Jess.
You're welcome.
Just the two of us now. So what do I call you?
My name is Sarah. It's nice to meet you, Morgan.
Trust me, the pleasure's all mine. So what's the message?
Father told me that I would be living with you from now on. And he told me that you would look after me.
Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Should it?
A model this lifelike with warmth and breath and something close to blood in its veins. Just what are you anyway?
You forgot my name already? It's Sarah.
What were you built for? You're warm, obviously. You're not one of those physical therapy models, are you?
Would be highly illegal. I've completed 500 hours of study at a state-approved massage therapy school. I haven't even completed 1 hour.
What purpose did Dr. Asher design you for?
I don't know the answer to that question.
You don't know why he built you?
No, should I?
How can you not?
Do you?
Would I be asking you if I did?
I mean, do you know why you were created? Why you were born?
Why are you doing this? You're a freak! A monster! What the hell is wrong with you? Please don't kill me. Please, why? Why? Why was a monster like you even born? Guess I walked right into that one. I was starting to wonder if you even had
Yeah, I was born to fucking kill people.
Father's
Some people
framework
need
for
to die, and
programming
I'm happy to help.
linguistics.
These people
Father-
ain't gonna kill themselves.
Linguistics and artificial systems, and the body of work for which he first gained international recognition.
Yeah, international Jella.
Do you have an answer to my question? An answer as to why you were created? Why you exist?
Occam's razor. I'm here because my parents wanted me.
I see. Then I will give a similar answer. I was created because Father wanted to make me.
Can't argue with that logic, can I?
Can't argue with that logic? Father did say that you're a lawyer.
Yeah, that's me.
You're a lawyer, and I defeated you with logic.
World-class high-power attorney, the best defense money can buy.
So do you catch criminals?
Look at her! Look at her!
Look at her sparkly
Precious
eyes.
little bean. I love her.
That's what cops do.
Protect her at all costs. She should not be in the hands of a monster like Morgan.
Do you litigate criminals?
That's what prosecutors do.
Then do you fight for the underrepresented? Expose injustice, sue corrupt corporations and officials?
I don't think anyone does that anymore.
Then what do you do?
I'm a criminal defense attorney.
A defender of the innocent and powerless.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
She's
Wow.
awesome. I love her.
Do you also?
Now that you know all about me, what can you tell me about yourself?
I've never had to do that before.
First time for everything. How old are you?
I'm not sure I can give a satisfactory answer.
Oh, for two on answering simple questions. What's the date of your earliest memory?
2 years ago.
And where were you constructed or assembled or whatever? What facility?
I was not constructed at any facility. Father created me here. By himself.
You're saying if I took you apart, I wouldn't be able to find any markers from any manufacturers, any IDs of any designer?
You want to take me apart?
David was a programmer.
No,
You're
no,
not an
no,
engineer.
no,
How
no.
could you build a
Leave her
custom
alone.
android from scratch in the comfort of his own home? He couldn't have. He must have had help. Probably a whole department's worth. If I ask around, there gotta be someone in the company who can ID this thing and help me figure out what's so important about it. You don't look like any android I've seen. What are you made of?
This body is comprised of organic tissues integrated directly into cybernetic systems.
Chat, I just
require
spilled my fucking water. Give me a second.
They require organic nourishment, including water, carbohydrates, and salt.
We call that a skill issue. You spill his water.
Warm androids have to eat and drink. They cannot be worth that much trouble.
My cybernetic systems operate largely as analogs to their equivalent in the human body. I have a respiratory system for oxygen exchange and a centrally located pump that circulates oxidate.
You mean you've got a heart? How quaint! But where does all that extra weight come from?
Pardon?
I tried moving you earlier and it felt like I was pulling against a truck.
My skeleton is a combination of medical-grade plastics and a military-grade titanium carbide alloy.
That sure took the wind out of her sails.
My muscles are made of adapted rare earth alloy nano weave fiber with shock absorbent and kinetic chain potential rated past.
Wait, did you say military grade?
I have a grip strength above 1,000 kilograms. I can run at sustained speeds over 60 kilograms per hour.
Kilometer is.
I can jump 6 meters vertically. I can lift approximately...
Not sure what grip strength most androids are walking around with, but I've never seen any of them move the way it's talking about. Even just standing there, it seems to be poised. Controlled, spring tight. Spring tight, strength and flexibility like a ballerina or a gymnast. Strong enough to flip over a tank, life-like enough to avoid detection. As long as it never stepped on a scale, it'd make for the perfect infiltration unit. Perfect weapon, if you could keep its development a secret. Did David really put something that heavy onto my plate? Dismantling a military prototype in secret?
Are you deep in thought?
But a military infiltration android would look more crew-cut and forgettable. And would David really devote personal time and effort just to make another weapon for the military?
I have other features I could tell you about if you like.
If I shot you, would you die?
It would be very painful. And there would be a discharge of fluid, but conventional weapons would not prove particularly effective.
That settles it. This thing's a weapon, sure as I...
Would you like to know about my hair?
So, the people who I watched play this game the first time mentioned that it's like David Asher figured out her secret, so they gave her an unkillable child to take care of. And I find that the funniest part. Your hair?
I'm impressed you noticed. Each fiber contains miniaturized solar cell latest technology, allowing me to remain charged throughout the daytime. That is, Excuse me.
That must come in handy.
I haven't actually had the chance to use it yet. This room has ambient wireless charging functionality, and I haven't gone outside much.
Okay.
Touch
It's
grass.
not a weapon.
Touch grass!
You're just a pincushion, aren't you?
I am not familiar with the term. Searching. Pincushion. Jargon design refers to prototypes filled with experimental technologies to check for compatibility issues.
Gotten an idea? Not sure what to do with it? Stick it in the pincushion. It's a good explanation as any for what I'm staring at. A mismatch of state-of-the-art military features spliced with odd new technologies and seemingly pointless additions.
Really good for killing innocent people.
The end result being a singular, unsellable android that wasn't particularly good at anything and would break down after only a few years.
Pincushions are a small but valid part of the field of android manufacturing. They are valuable to collectors who see them as time capsules filled with their designers' most outlandish ideas and least reproducible results.
But even the most nonsensical pincushions are built via committee over years, with numerous engineers and programmers adding in their pet functions. The android before me claims to have been built by one man, a man who is now... Seems like we got off track there, Sarah. Was there any...
Besides that you were to look after me? He also told me that you were reliable and that I should trust you. He said that I was to listen to you and obey your instructions.
We cannot hear you anymore, Cooper.
As you say, Adonai.
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 Is it good now? Hello?
Yeah,
Now
we
we
hear you
can.
now.
Okay. What's that? That word you called me. What was that?
Adonai, from classical Hebrew. Translated literally, it means my lord. Do you prefer that I call you master?
No.
Very good, Adonai.
Why'd David use Hebrew, though?
Abrahamic myth tells of servants constructed out of earth and clay, designed to resemble and obey their masters. Golems. Father must have found the comparison appropriate.
Amusing, more likely. It's just a joke.
Father would not make light of such a thing.
Sure he would.
Perhaps we should ask him to clarify his reasoning for himself. Where is Father, by the way? Is he upstairs?
When was the last time you were active?
38 hours ago.
Thursday night, then.
Correct.
Right. David Asher is dead. He died last night, understand?
How?
Oh, she's so small now.
So sad.
May I see him?
See him? No, I won't be able to see him. Funeral's not for a few days.
Father was not... He was not sick?
I don't feel like doing this whole song and dance with two robots in one day. That's very charming, but let's go to commands only.
What? What happened? Did he have an accident?
Why is it still doing theatrics? Does it not recognize my authority yet? The police have determined that he committed suicide. For the time being, we ought to focus on getting you properly registered, not registrated, that's not a word. Maybe then you'll take commands the first time I say them and not...
The police are wrong.
Excuse me?
They are wrong. Father did not commit suicide. He would never do such a thing. Father had... He told me...
Look, Sarah. I'm sorry.
You're sorry? Father said you were his friend. How are you so calm?
I've been around death a lot. Don't try and lecture me about experiments.
My name is Sarah. You will use it because my father, Dr. David Asher, the greatest programmer in the world, gave it to me. And he did not kill himself.
Let's say you're right. David didn't commit suicide. If that's the case, the police will realize that soon enough.
The police have already made their determination. That's what you just said. Father said that you were a lawyer, that you were capable and reliable. And a friend. You should be looking into his death.
That's... Is that an order?
Of course not. It is a request, Adonai.
A request that I'll have to refuse. The police have their job, and I have mine. If I stick my nose into their investigation any further, they'll come down on me hard. Cops don't like lawyers on principle. What they really hate are people who tell them how to do their job. Oh, look at the puffy cheek! She Let's go. We need to.
Father asked you to look after me.
Yeah, he did. He also said you should obey me, but you don't seem quite fixated on that part.
And he said something else.
He said that.
He said that you owed him a favor.
Fuck, I read the wrong line.
One favor.
The thin ice starts here, Spearmint. That was between him and me.
Father is gone, so now it is between you and I. And I am calling in the favor now.
What?
You don't have to take care of me anymore. Consider that request null and void. You can sell me to some collector, or you can donate me to a university. It doesn't matter. In exchange, you will prove Father didn't kill himself. And you will make sure that whoever hurt him is held accountable. Why are you laughing?
It's you and me, not you and I. You and me. David would roll over in his grave if he knew you'd gotten that wrong.
It was not my intention to amuse or rotate.
That's for damn sure.
Don't swear at the child.
Fine, I'll take that, dear Sarah.
You mean you will prove that Father did not?
I mean, I'll look into it. I'm a lawyer. I don't prove anything. I just disprove what I can.
Then where do we start?
We? I didn't realize you had a law degree.
I do not have a law degree, but I am a fast learner.
This isn't a job interview.
And I am far from useless. I can...
The ad did raise at least one good question. Where do I start? I'm a defense attorney, not a police detective, and David was my friend, not my client. I won't be able to poke around at all unless...
And I am also capable of...
Can you tell a lie?
I am capable of making statements that are false.
Guess that will have to do.
Are you going to ask me to lie?
Yes. To the police, in fact.
Lying to the police is a felony.
Androids don't commit felonies. They make errors.
She's a bad influence!
I see. What kind of error did you have in mind, Adonai?
Dude, just wait for the, like, twist of the trial to be, oh yeah, Sarah's the killer.
Bro!
Could you fucking imagine?
That would suck.
Speaking of which, there is a twist in this trial, and you guys are not gonna believe it.
Oh god, I'm scared.
By that I mean Sarah is the killer. Haha. Anyway,
Oh.
I'm joking.
Dude, spoiler alert!
Spoilers, bro!
Spoiler!
Spoilers for Gears of War 3, a game that came out in 2013. Dom fucking dies.
I knew that already.
I do not intend to ever play any Gears of War game, ever.
I just don't care enough to listen to what you're saying. So I just didn't hear it.
Logan,
What?
this is you.
Yeah. Are you sure about this?
You have questions too, don't you? Right now, I'm just a little better equipped to get answers than you are.
Okay, go for it. I'll make sure they're watching.
Is the air quality at Noble headquarters kept up to state standards?
What's that?
All these Noble employees seem to have asthma. Was Father also working such poor conditions?
They don't have asthma.
Then why are they all carrying inhalers?
We know what an
Legalized
inhaler
in
is.
2083, then stimulant sold under the name adroxazone has since become one of the most widely used drugs in the corporate world. It's basically crack, but legal. Anyway,
Oh, so she was hitting that shit.
no, yeah,
Yes.
it is basically
Yeah.
just a drug to make you work harder.
Like steroids almost.
Uh-huh. Logan.
The heart
Yes, ma'am.
wants
She's right over here.
ambulance.
Here. Oh, it's you.
Can we have Chris voice this character since he's not gonna voice anyone for a while?
What?
You get Reyes.
You get the
Oh.
bitch.
You get the
Can't
bitch.
Can't do women. Not well, at least.
It's okay.
Gotta go into my brain. Hold on.
Oh, it's you.
Not fast enough. Caitlin, go. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Did I mess up?
On the contrary. Eyes wide. She's a DA. Quiet. She succeeded spectacularly in getting Noble's ears perked up. Emma Rockford. Let's see what her new profile says about her.
Yay.
Reads true crime, Bodai strippers, ink stains, home remedies, artificial milk tea, white nose, black lace. Getting the staff's attention, deciding on what to
Knowing what to
order.
order.
Real.
Didn't think I'd run into you here.
Didn't think I'd be here either. But the powers that be think my presence sends a strong message to the Megs, so... No, wait, what are you doing here? I see. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you for saying that. And thank you, Detective Reyes, for your many kind words. Default status don't like, struggles with remembering lyrics.
Man spreading.
Default status, do not disturb.
Yeah.
Relaxed when shopping for groceries.
That's interesting.
That's interesting.
Babysitting, audiobooks, manspreading. Man, that's my kind of person.
We can't all be as talkative as you.
Normally, quoting poetry would feel pretentious, but you were so genuine in your reading.
Fight me.
I don't know that there's a need for all that.
Very mature, Detective
Oh, no. That's Kaguya's signature pose.
Kaguya!
Like the pop star?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You can admit it if you do.
Well, there's nothing to admit, because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who that is.
Wait, now you're saying you don't know who Kaguya is? She's the most famous,
I saw the word persona.
Geek.
Yeah, well, I just don't know who that is, so... Damn,
Hmm?
weren't you about to say something?
Oh, well, I'm still surprised to see you here now, Morgan. Are you helping plan the services?
Actually, the company will be planning Dr. Asher's for any
Oh
funeral
my
services.
god, Jess, shut up.
wouldn't his... Oh, that's Emma.
Wouldn't his family want to take care of that?
No.
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 I see. Sorry. But if that's the case, why are you here, Morgan?
What? I don't know. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry to disrupt your morning.
Hey, that's...
You're here for the same reason as every other suit they've got crawling around. Money.
You're not wrong. There are a lot of annoying insects with annoying agendas scurrying around before my friends. My body is even cold. But the honest truth is, I don't know if David had a will.
David Hasselhoff.
The company helped him manage his estate. Legal is probably already on it. Actually, judging by how much coffee that intern is carrying to the elevator, certain they are.
So if you're not here for the funeral or the reading of the will...
Miss Darling asked me to come here, actually on a matter unrelated to David's passing.
An unrelated matter?
That's convenient.
Isn't it? But now that I am here, it has come to my attention that the police have made a determination in the case of David's death.
And where did you hear that?
Am I mistaken?
No, you're right. They concluded that it was suicide.
You can always count on her to be blunt. I was worried about that.
Yeah, I'm sure you must be feeling...
Because I'm gonna have to contest that charge.
What?
The state has made a charge. I'm arguing against it.
What the hell are you talking about?
The police believe David committed suicide. Suicide is a felony in this country, detective.
It is technically a crime to commit suicide, yes, but... we're not in the habit of bringing dead men to trial. Especially not for their own murder, Morgan.
No, not to trial. Of course not. But there will be a preliminary hearing in a case like this.
Technically, as a formality. Assuming the courts aren't busy that day.
I'm afraid on this occasion, I'm gonna have to insist on formality.
Yeah, well, you really don't have much say in the matter, do you?
With David gone, I have the only say, really. I'm afraid, after all, he's criminal attorney.
All that money, and he needs his drinking buddy to be his attorney? Bullshit.
I'm also skeptical, Morgan. It's a pretty serious conflict of interest to be your friend's defense attorney.
You're right. You're absolutely right. It is a conflict of interest. And I would have said as much to him if I had the chance.
What do you mean?
I only found out that he wanted me to be his attorney today.
After he died? How the hell did you miss that memo?
Embarrassing, isn't it? But to be fair, It was hidden pretty well.
Oh, I didn't know you had an android, Morgan. It's cute.
Thanks.
Thank.
David's.
Thank.
And it's technically my witness.
Witness to what?
38 hours ago, that is, David Ashner communicated to me as a matter of record the following explicit legal intent. That in the case of any and all criminal charges brought against him by the state, his attorney would be Evangeline Morgan.
It's not gonna pick up. It's not gonna pick up on. Thank you, Evangeline. No way. Seriously, your name's Evangeline. Did your parents name you after a Christmas Carol? Should we all be curtsying?
That's mean.
It's not that funny.
No, of course not. Nothing to be embarrassed about, Evangeline. Or do your friends call you Angel?
Here's Alfio's actually. Detective, should I get you tickets? You'd have your dad drive you like all the other 15-year-olds.
Hey,
Feels like we're getting off topic. What were we at?
amazing. I love it. I love it. It's so
They're
good.
so angry with
They're
each
so-
other.
they're
It's
so
so
mean.
funny.
Kidding.
They're so like secondary rivals here. I love it.
I accidentally clicked. Imagine my surprise.
An android's recording of a verbal expression of intent isn't exactly ironclad, Morgan.
That's fair. And if we're going before an upper-level court, I would have expected that to be open to all kinds of scrutiny. But we're talking about a preliminary hearing. A formality, as you called it. If he asked for representation, he deserves representation. Doesn't matter whether he's dead or alive.
Am I missing something? What difference does it make? Not even an adjutant would be obtuse enough to sentence a dead man.
No, there wouldn't be a sentence, but the adjutant will render a verdict. And verdicts have consequences.
That's canon, by the way.
We refer to just-
That interaction, or Morgan correcting her, is canon.
yeah.
Just canon. Just canon.
I've never
Is
seen that
that
word before in my life, so
is that what this is all about?
Hey Chris, you know that character I showed you the other day?
not
Nope.
off the top of my head. No.
Yeah, that was the adjutant. He's voicing the adjutant. That's the only reason.
Okay. What's she getting at?
If the court agrees this was a suicide, then okay, fuck me, I guess.
accidentally clicked.
Fuck me, I guess.
The verdict will retroactively affect evaluations of the individual's mental health.
Like whether he was in his right mind or not?
I know anything about a state tax law detective.
No. But I'm sure you'd be happy to educate me.
More than happy. An individual found by a court to not be of sound mind can't very well give their consent to their lawyer drawing up their will. If his will is compromised, all of David's considerable assets would suddenly be thrown into legal limbo.
In which case, the state would be legally obligated to come in and pick up the pieces.
So this is just about his money. I'm almost disappointed in you, Morgan.
Well, when you take into consideration all the factors, it's actually more complicated than that.
Shut the fuck up, Jet.
For example,
Shut up!
Huh?
never mind.
Darling, you should speak your mind.
All I mean to say is that while Dr. Asher did have significant holdings in art, real estate, and intellectual, he also, of course, owned a great deal of stock in numerous corporations, principally Noble. If he was ruled to not be sound of mind,
And his shares were to end up acquired by the government.
Government?
Noble would suffer a serious blow to its commercial image. Hello?
Yeah, that didn't go through.
Okay, cool.
All of which is to say there's a great deal at stake here.
Great deal.
Not the least of which is the reputation of a man whom I'm proud to call my friend.
Not buying this, are you?
In case you haven't noticed, the city is working closely with Noble on this. And they're not gonna let you bring them any unwanted attention.
Starling did her part. They're watching, and they've stopped trying to hide it. From here on out, it's a gamble. Noble Electronics already has unwanted attention.
Why are you raising your voice?
If nothing changes by the end of the day, the whole country's gonna hear how David Asher committed suicide. By midnight, there'll be questions about his competency, concerns about why the brain inside every single Noble ad was built by an apparently unstable man. The shareholders will have nothing to do all Sunday but brood over that sad thought and all its disturbing implications. By the time the market reopen on Monday, I would expect a great deal of volatility. No, damn it, Emma, you're making me yawn.
Sorry, I'm just so sleepy.
I'm just so sleepy.
I understand Noble's apprehension, of course, Emma. I just feel like right now, the fiscally conservative thing to do would be to not get in my way.
So you've got your reasons, and Noble's got a lot to think about. But why should the district attorney's office devote valuable time to playing out this game of yours?
Because they're certain they'll win.
That goes without saying. The court should have an opening at 6 p.m.
I didn't have anything planned.
Then it's a date. Detective, would you get her clearance set up?
Yes, ma'am.
Updates every hour. You're out on a limb, Morgan. Better not linger.
Here. Clearance for all the relevant sites and police firewalls. You can interview and investigate with your authority as an officer in the court now. You haven't already been doing that. Don't even think about being sloppy with discovery on this. Rockford might think you're funny, but I
appreciate the warning, Detective Reyes. It's nice to know you care.
I live to serve.
And protect. Thanks for the assist, darling.
Yeah, no sweat. Are all caps like that? Or are they more like that Detective London gentleman?
You alright? Most are like him.
Most are like him.
Most cops have never liked London, yeah.
Courteous and polite and friendly?
Lazy.
Oh. Right. Well, I'll see you at the courthouse tonight. If you need anything in the meantime, don't be afraid to ask.
What?
Good luck,
Say about me.
both of you.
What do we do now?
Well, I have a few options. I have access to the crime scene now. Probably the best place to start. I'd like to head over to the company building as well.
To get me registered?
Among other things. Either David killed himself, or he didn't. But if he did, it's almost certainly his asshole corporation overlords who are to blame. In which case, I'll want to take my sweet time raking them over the coals. What are you doing?
Nothing. What about Father? When can we see him?
He'll be at the morgue by now. The medical examiner will speak to me now that I'm operating under the court's authority. But if I stop to flash paperwork at every nurse and security guard with nothing better to do than ask questions, then I'll have to... What's that look for?
You were Father's friend.
Thank you, again for reminding me.
Aren't there people who you'd like to speak with? Other friends you'd want to know?
Bad news travels fast. Sure, everyone in the country has heard about David at this point. But all this heartbreak shit did keep me pretty occupied these last few weeks, and I was never one to cry. If there was someone who could tell me more about David's personal life over the last several months, it would be worth the effort of finding him. Do you have someone in mind? Maybe someone he met recently?
He spoke about becoming close with someone this year, a musician.
Now that you mention it, there was a PO something that David might have mentioned back when we talked back in...
I will begin a search. I've completed my search. I found nothing.
Thanks for the old college try. Is that really the best you can do?
Father was a private man, in person and online. With just a few letters and the fact that he was a musician, I'm afraid we don't have enough information to narrow down the results.
No, we have plenty of information. Anyway, he fucking left, didn't he? We just need the right person for the job.
What kind of person is that?
Time, date, expunged, precinct,
The
alert,
right person.
attainment,
The
room,
right person.
01. And who would you have even called? Who wants to take
I
over
don't
this?
know,
Oh,
This
he's
kid.
gone, huh?
but I still shouldn't have gotten my phone call. Instead, I got
How's it
you.
going, dudes?
Who are you again? My latest guardian, new foster parent. Want me to call you mommy?
Not really the motherly type.
Hey, we might actually get along.
So I've got good news and bad news. I'm not your good guardian, I'm your lawyer. You've been given a lawyer because you're being charged with a felony.
Fascist pigs. Skipping school is a felony now?
Hacking into a government database has been a felony for a very long time.
That wasn't me.
They have your keystrokes, your IP address, your login times, the playlist you are listening to.
That was for a homework assignment.
Is what I don't get.
Do they at least like Kendrick Lamar?
They like chaos.
They do like, not like...
Chaos.
Anyway,
You got in, copied the data, could have gotten right out. State wouldn't have even know if they've been robbed until they saw their passwords show up on the black market clearance 2 weeks later. But you didn't get out. You stayed and made changes to their database. You robbed the bank, got clean money, then dragged a can of spray paint behind you all the way home. Why?
Look, I didn't steal anything. That wasn't already compromised. And the only data I edited was my own. So if anything, they should be thanking me for correcting their mistakes.
What, did they get your birthday wrong?
My name.
Name changes are only 2 pages of paperwork. You just need to fill out the form.
You get a signature from a parent or guardian. So? What's the good news then?
The good news is that I'm your lawyer, not your guardian.
The hell? That doesn't count as good news. That's just a thing you said.
Don't be so sure. A lawyer is a lot better than a guardian.
How's that?
Parents, guardian, foster whatevers, they're all supposed to take care of you because it's the right thing to do. A lawyer is someone who always does what's best for you no matter what, because that's how they get paid.
So, how good are you at your job?
Hello, Monsieur.
It's pronounced Coeur.
I know how it's pronounced.
And don't call me that.
When I met Fran in the police station, I couldn't help but think I landed the jackpot. A valuable asset with a skill set complementary to my own personal and private pursuits. Someone who, after seeing the sweetheart probation deal I managed to land for them, would be more than happy to help me with whatever I need, whenever I need it. Always so cold, Fran. Can't even get a... Hacker, put that
Francois
down.
Snow.
You like cinnamon toast? Awesome.
Teachers, politicians, adults, cops, alarm clocks. Nice.
Vibes.
He values
You just want
vibes.
to
Good.
adults, cops, alarm clocks.
He
Values
vibes.
Values vibes.
Worst subjects: literature, social studies, and athletics. Amazing.
Always so cold, Fran. Can't I even get a good morning?
No such thing. Nothing's good. Nothing good's ever happened until the afternoon when people are actually awake.
What I got instead was a compulsive liar with a horrific sleep schedule and a crippling addiction to poor time management.
What do you want, Red?
I love the coochie belt.
The coochie belt? What?
This is Gucci.
That's no, that's
No,
a Q.
that's
It's a Q.
That's a Q.
Oh, that's a
that is
Q.
Q. That is
That's Gucci.
no, that's
Coochie.
Cucci.
It should be
Gucci.
Cucci.
Gucci.
It should be
Gucci.
Yeah.
The Cucci
That
strap.
That is not what you said, though.
I think
You said
that's exactly
coochie.
what I said. Anyway.
I heard something else.
Oh no, I definitely said something else, but I definitely said coochie. Anyway.
Right.
Cucci.
Right.
I can't call you up just for fun.
Not if you don't want to get blocked.
I need you to find someone for me.
Can't do it. I've got homework.
We both know the only time you ever do your homework is during the class it's due. Real. Anyway,
And I've got sports.
you can't tell a basketball from a hockey stick.
And I've got a bidding war to win.
You're the only person on Earth bidding on 70-year-old Kyuchi Air Jordan vintage reps. Fran. And I think you can take your eyes off the auction block.
So, yeah, so sorry, but I'm busy, so...
I was hoping we could skip straight to the carrot portion of the routine, but if you insist on doing things from the top,
Uh-huh.
I had an interesting conversation with your parole officer yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
They've been really into this self-prefixes lately.
What?
Self-motivation, self-actualization, actualization, self-help.
Learn to fucking speak, Red.
Shut the fuck up, child. Anyway,
Oh.
he thinks you could really benefit from it.
You're lying.
He's got all the workbooks ready. Clearly, your Saturdays are sacked, so I'll make sure your Sundays are full of.
Fine. I get it.
I need you to find a local musician.
Musician? Knowing you, this will be an electro swing or some other awful.
Last name Powell or Parker.
And that's all you got?
You'll be in David Asher's circles.
Wait, Asher? You're working that?
That should be more enough for a clever kid like you like yourself to go on.
Don't go expecting any miracles.
Any of this soon, within the hour ideally.
Within the... You know, I have other clients, don't you?
Other clients who actually pay you? On time? The musician, find him.
Okay.
Even talking over the phone, you're very animated.
Are you just not gonna say Adonai?
No.
You should, because it's gonna come up a lot.
Adonai.
Adonai!
I don't know.
Adonai!
Just that you're very expressive when you talk to people.
Of course I'm expressive. If I wasn't, how would anyone know what I'm thinking?
Surprisingly, a big part of being a lawyer is acting.
Is acting. I see. I'll keep that in mind as we...
Wait, you really expect to tag along?
Of course, father was...
Yeah, I know you want to. Why should I let you?
Because I am capable and helpful.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you are! Please!
I mean it. I can take notes for you.
We keep her.
And move heavy objects. And I'll learn to do more.
How?
I will subject every individual we encounter to a basic survey to procure biographical information on them while I gain experience in questioning.
Subjecting them to torture.
I can help Adonai. Adonai. Why is it... Oh, never mind.
It's Hebrew.
How it slowly
Never
lost the
mind.
voice. That was really funny.
How fast can you fill out forms?
Fast.
Congratulations. You're halfway to being a paralegal. You coming?
Right away, Adonai.
There
You got
go.
it!
Oh,
Yay!
Yay!
Can I just mention, I fucking love Sarah. She is so goddamn cute.
Sarah's awesome.
You
Can't wait for her to be the murderer. Anyway.
Whoa.
Shut up! Shut up! Stop saying shit like
Shut
that.
the fuck up!
Shut the fuck up! Ah!
So here comes the part. Do we want to end it here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought you'd never ask.
For real?
For real?
For real?
For real?
Anyway, goodbye, stream.
Goodbye!